Yes. Okay. Good morning, everybody, and welcome again to our information session this morning. Welcome to Kiel University. This session is about studying here and the advising services available. My name is Artur Shageev, and I work at the International Center as an international student advisor, and I'm mainly responsible for non-academic issues such as residence permits, health insurance, and few other topics. By the way, at the end of the presentation, you will have time to ask your questions regarding different topics. There will be, I will open breakout sessions to the topics like study plan schedule, visa residence permit, social advice center from Studentenwerk, student union, ASTA, and cultural events, Kulturgrenze. So you can switch between these rooms and ask your questions. Yes. Together with me is my colleague and student assistant Marina Seredenko. And actually, there should be my colleague Angelika Kozlowski, but she is unfortunately ill today, but Marina is still there. And yeah, she works in another unit at the Kiel University, the International Center, which is responsible for student services for international students. This includes registration, taking a semester off, and everything related to the administration of your study program. We also work closely with three other organizations. One of them is the Studentenwerk, represented today by Johanna Usinger, Katharina Böcker, and Sofia Polidoru. One of the main tasks of the Studentenwerk is housing, but they are also responsible for many other services as well, which they will present later. Then there is the student union, ASTA, represented today by Danilo Momot. And last, but certainly not least, there is a student organization that is very important for cultural integration on campus. It's called Kulturgrenzenlos, and today Bara Mamoun will explain what Kulturgrenzenlos does and what it offers. All right, so we can start our presentation. Yeah, before I start talking in detail about the Kiel University, let me say a few words about the city of Kiel. Many of you are still in your home countries. This is why we are holding this session online as a webinar, so that everybody who has not yet been able to come to Kiel can still get all of the information. Those of you who are already here, they have probably noticed that Kiel is directly by the water on the Baltic Sea. The Baltic Sea is a very important part of our city and of the entire federal state of Schleswig-Holstein. Kiel is the capital of Germany's northern federal state, and the state is also called the land between two seas, because we have the Baltic Sea on one side and North Sea on the other side. Kiel is a medium-sized city with approximately 250,000 inhabitants, and it was heavily bombed during the Second World War. Therefore, you will not find a typical cozy medieval old town in Kiel. However, Kiel is a very green city with many parks, open spaces, and several beaches that you can use in summer. Yeah, swimming is also something to do in summer, but and it's very close and easily accessible for students. Kiel is a lively city with a wide range of cultural attractions. There are theaters and many other cultural events, both on campus and off campus. There is always something going on here in Kiel. And you may already have heard that Kiel is considered the sailing capital. Every year at the end of June, the city hosts Kieler Woche. This is a big international sailing event with sailing races and international market, music, and many other activities. So in the last week of June, every one of you will be able to experience Kieler Woche. Yes, and this time the city becomes very crowded and you will hardly recognize it compared to the rest of the year. Okay, yeah, a few words about the university. Kiel University is a medium-sized, research-focused university. Of course, we are not only doing research, we also teach, but research is a central focus. We have 8 faculties, which I will present later, and 4 priority research areas. I will not go too much into detail here, but if you are interested, you can find more information about our research areas on the university's website. So one of these focuses is the ocean, which is obvious given by our location, but it's only one of the 4 main research areas. We have approximately 25,000 students. Among them are about 2,000 international students, and yeah, you are now one of them. And, yeah, we are glad that you will be joining this group for the coming summer semester. The university employs about 3,700 staff members and over 400 professors and offers more than 200 degree programs. We have both German and English taught degree programs. Most international students are enrolled in our English language master programs. We also have a department for German as a foreign language, where you can take German language courses and German proficiency examinations. Some of students choose this option either here on campus or at another language school, and then later switch into a program taught in German. However, most international students study in our English-speaking master programs, and I suppose many of you belong to this group. Okay. So the next slide shows the list of faculties at Kiel University. One of the oldest faculties is a faculty of theology, which was one of the founding faculties when the university was established in the 17th century. We don't have so many international students in theology, but there are a few. The Faculty of Medicine offers an English-taught master's program called Medical Life Science, as well as medical studies and dentistry. Every year we receive many applications for medicine and dentistry from international students, but unfortunately we can only admit a small number of them. Then there is a Faculty of Arts and Humanities, which covers the classic humanities, languages, history, and other related subjects. The Faculty of Law offers a master's program, Master of LLM, which is also very attractive for international students. I think many of you are probably enrolled in the Faculty of Business, Economics, and Social Sciences, which host a large number of English-speaking master programs, such as economics, quantitative finance, and others. The Faculty of Mathematics and Natural Sciences covers all natural sciences. One of its focus is biochemistry, but there are also many more. And the 2 youngest faculties are the Faculty of Agriculture and Nutritional Sciences. One of its master programs is Dairy Science, which has attracted many applicants and students this semester. And the Faculty of Engineering. The Faculty of Engineering is located on another part of the campus, on the east side of Kieler Fjorde, and focuses on material sciences, electrical engineering, and computer science. These 3 master programs are, again, very attractive to international students. But Kiel University is not alone. We are part of a large global academic network. The university has approximately 120 partnerships with universities worldwide. outside the Erasmus program. These partner institutions are spread all over the world, including overseas and within Europe. In Europe, we have strong links, especially with Scandinavian and Baltic Sea region universities due to our location, but we also have many important partners in Asia, for example, in Korea and Japan, and in North America. We have around 240 Erasmus partner institutions, and within these partnerships, around 470 bilateral agreements with different institutes. Some of you are probably Erasmus or other exchange students for this semester, so you are part of large network of exchange programs at Kiel University. You may have heard about the European University Alliances, which are networks of different European universities, and Kiel University is part of such as an alliance called CEU, which focuses on ocean studies. This alliance offers a broad range of mobility opportunities for student and staff exchanges, both academic and non-academic. And if you are interested in a stay abroad during your studies, just take a look at the CEU Alliance, and you will find many exchange options. International students at Kiel University are, of course, also invited to participate in our exchange programs and to spend 1 or 2 semesters in one of our partner universities abroad. Okay. Now a few words about the International Center. So as I mentioned, I am the International Student Advisor, mainly responsible for non-academic issues. My colleague Angelika Kozlowski and Marina Seretenko, she will speak later. They work in another unit at the International Center that is also responsible for international students and handles all administrative issues. Kiel University has a rather unique structure. At our university, all international students are handled centrally by the International Center. At many other German universities, the international office is usually only responsible for exchange students, such as Erasmus students. At Kiel University, it's different. So we are responsible for all international students, including degree-seeking students. We consider that as a big advantage because students know that there is one main administrative unit that handles almost all administrative tasks, from admission and enrollment to student advising and later deregistration when you finish your studies and either enter the German labor market or return to your home country. So our responsibilities include enrollment and student services for international students. We offer service and counseling to all international students. You can come to us with almost any topic, social problems, for example, with your landlord, financial problems, issues or questions concerning your residence permit, health insurance, or work permit. International students are allowed to work during their studies, and you can also stay in Germany after completing your degree. Everyone who is interested in this topic should join the information event next Tuesday at 12, which will be held in person on campus at the International Center. And you can find the link to the information of this session via the orientation program section on our website. This event is organized by the International Students Career Services, which is also located at the International Center. And my colleague, Ms. Rebecca Spengel, will give you a good overview of all events related to working in Germany and the advising services concerning work permits and residence regulations during and after your studies. The International Center is located at Westring 400, next to many other administrative units of the university at the corner of Westring. You can always contact us by phone or email, and we have one open office session every week, every Wednesday from 1 to 3 p.m. During this time, you don't need an appointment. You can just come and talk to us. If you need an appointment outside this office hours, please contact us via email or by phone, and we will arrange an extra appointment for you if it's urgent. Okay, before I give the word to Marina, I wanted to briefly address two important topics: the health insurance and city registration. First, health insurance. Yeah, this is very important. You need to have good health insurance in Germany because medical treatment is very expensive. If you are under 30, you are required to enroll in the public health insurance system. This is usually the best option you can have in Germany. If you are over 30 or a doctoral candidate without an employment contract with the university, you have to enroll in private health insurance. We strongly recommend that you don't choose the cheapest one. Some very cheap policies start at around 30 euro per month, but you may save money each month, but this basic insurance often don't cover many important services, and you may end up with very high medical bills. If you choose private health insurance, don't take the cheapest package. Try to find a tariff with better coverage and expect to pay at least 80 to 100 euros per month. Yeah, this is what I would generally recommend so that you are well covered. If you need more information, you can visit our website where we provide recommendation and tips. Okay, regarding registration with the city of Kiel, there are usually two steps. One of them is mandatory for every student, not only for international students, but also for German citizens. Whenever you move from one city to another in Germany, you have to register your address at the local city hall. You can do this once you have found accommodation. It doesn't have to be a student dormitory. It can be a shared flat or even a private room with a friend. Any place where you can actually live can be used for this official registration at the city hall. You can book an appointment online via the website of the city of Kiel. This link is also available on our website of the International Center. When you book an appointment online, you receive a confirmation immediately, which you can use for many purposes. For example, to open a bank account. The City Hall also offers open office hours every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. During these open hours, you don't need an appointment, but you will have to wait some weeks until you receive your registration confirmation. This is why we recommend booking an online appointment. When you go there, there is no need to go to the main city hall, the city center. The city administration has several branch offices, for example, in Bettenhof or Zuchtdorf. You can register at any of these branches, regardless of where you exactly live in Kiel. And yeah, if you come from a country of the European Union, city registration is usually the only thing you have to do. If you come from a non-EU country from outside, you also have to apply for a residence permit once your visa is about to expire. Yeah, only citizens of a few non-EU countries can enter Germany without a visa, but most non-EU nationals need a visa to enter Germany. Before your visa expires, you need to make an appointment with the immigration office by sending the email to the address, this address zuwanderung@kiel.de. You will also find this email address on our website and of the website of the immigration office of Kiel. Yeah, and you can always contact us if you have some questions regarding appointments with the immigration office. Sometimes students think that they have to make this appointment with the immigration office immediately after registering their address, but that is not the case. You can wait until your visa is closer to expiring. Most embassies currently issue visas valid for 1 year, so you don't have to apply for a residence permit before your visa expires. Actually, if the immigration office doesn't contact you automatically, we recommend sending them an email around 2 to 3 months before your visa expires. That way you are on the safe side. So, and the visa is actually the same, has the same legal effect as a regular residence permit. You can study and even work with it. There is no need to apply for a residence permit immediately. Just make sure to act in time before your visa runs out. Okay, all of this information you can find on our website in the section Arrival and Stay. And as I said, please feel free to contact us if you have any questions about these topics. Okay, now I will hand over to my colleague Marina, who will continue with the next slides.
Thank you very much. Hi, I'm Marina. I work in study services of International Center, as Arthur already mentioned, and I'm also an international student myself. So I know that for newcomers, it might be challenging to understand the whole infrastructure of online platforms and also university administration issues. It might be challenging. So we've made a presentation for you where we explain the whole infrastructure. So we'll start with online platforms. We have quite a few of those. Unfortunately, we don't have one general, but maybe it's going to come at some point. The first one important thing is Stu email. This is your main email you should use throughout your whole studies. If you want to contact your teachers, if you want to contact International Center, if you want to contact study services, whatever, you should use your Stumail. At first, you have to activate it. How to activate it, you will find in your welcome letter. And I would recommend to look up every few days for the updates on your Stumail, because this is an email where you get all the university information, such as invitations to some events, invitations to lectures, and so on and so on. The second one important thing is Univis. This is the first online platform where you can look up your lectures. So you can find directory of people, facilities, and rooms. And Univis is just everything in the university. This is also the main tool for arranging your timetable. So if you stay longer in this meeting and you will have questions to the timetable, you can also use the breakout room, where I will explain it step by step. The next one is OLAT, e-learning platform. This is the central learning platform of Kiel University. Here you can manage your courses. You can access your teaching materials, learning materials. You can communicate and cooperate between teachers and learners, and so on and so on. You can also find the link below. Yeah, OLAT is very important too. When you register at OLAT, you also have to pay attention that the courses you choose are also offered in your semester, because sometimes in OLAT you can find courses from previous semesters in the catalog, but they are usually not active. So it's important to pay attention to this one. So, and the last one is HIS-in-1, which is the campus management system. here you can access to certificates, for example, like certificate of enrollment, study process certificate, registration and deregistrations for exams. Um, you can view your admission review or overview of exam results. You can register it for courses, and you can change your contact details and so on and so on. This is basically mm, the main administrative platform. Next slide, please. Thank you. So, more about the university infrastructure. You have already got, or you will get, your CAU card. This is your student card, student ID. You can use it for the central library. You can use it in the Unisport, in the sports center, as the pass to your sport courses. And you can also put money on it and pay with it in the canteen. And the second thing is the nationwide semester ticket, which gives you access to public transport throughout whole Germany. You don't have to pay anything to access the ticket, because when you pay your semester fee, it's already included. It includes all the buses and trains nationwide except the Deutsche Bahn long distance trains like ICE, IC, EC, and the long distance buses. Like, for example, if you want to take a bus from Hamburg Airport to Kiel, this is a different company which is not covered by semester tickets. So you have to pay attention to this one. Next slide. Thank you. Right. Here is some information about how to activate the semester ticket. You can use the link above, and it will follow you to a very nicely written website with step-by-step instruction how to activate the semester ticket, because it's very important that your CU card and your certificate of enrollment are not valid as tickets. So you cannot just get in the bus and show your CU card and be like, yeah, fine, I will drive. No, it's unfortunately it doesn't work like this. You'll actually have to go to the website of the company of the transportation company in the states Schleswig-Holstein, the na.sh, and activate your ticket. Yeah, as I said, you don't need to purchase additional tickets, and this ticket comes as a mobile ticket in your app in the app on your phone, or alternatively, you can book a chip card. Yes. Next slide, please. This is linked to our website, the International Center website. You'll find all topics and documents concerning student services here. So don't hesitate to have a look at it. Maybe it might be helpful. So the re-registration is a very important topic. If you're already enrolled and wish to continue your studies in the next semester, you must re-register within the specified deadlines. The re-registration is completed when you paid the semester fee within the specified deadline. So you will be informed about the deadline via email, and you also can have a look at this picture here inserted. And the further information about it you can find on the following link. Yeah. So you'll have to pay attention to this because otherwise you might be exmatriculated if you didn't re-register at time. So this is a little spreadsheet with my colleagues from International Center, from the student services. This is their main topics of of work, and you can also come over to the International Center every Wednesday from 1 p.m. till 3 p.m. And International Center, as Arthur already mentioned, is in Westring 400 in Kiel in the ground floor. Yeah. Here you can find some information about where do I find information. You can follow us on Instagram. You are welcome to write us an email by any inconvenience. You can also check up our website regularly to find relevant news or information. And yeah, last but not least, enjoy the summer semester in Kiel.
Okay, thank you very much, Marina.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah, before I hand over to the other organizations presented in this webinar, a few words about the coming 2 weeks. So today's webinar is the start of the orientation program this semester, the summer semester, but many more events will follow. Tomorrow, there will be an event organized by our 2 tutors, Julia and Ali, for students helping new students with arrival and activities. It is called Cafe and Campus Tour. It's a way to get to know each other international students. There will be some sweet food and tea and coffee, and but please put your name on the registration list via the orientation program website so that we know how many participants to expect. There are still places available. The tutors, they will give a presentation called Living as a Student in Kiel, where they will talk about free time, culture, sports, and many other aspects of student life. And after the presentation, they will take a walk with you through the campus and show you the most important buildings and places for students. Yeah, there will be a guided city tour on Sunday, March 29th at 2 a.m. No, at 2 p.m. Sorry. So to join, you also need to register, but in person, and to pay a small fee of €2 in cash at the International Center. So the next registration possibilities tomorrow on Friday from 3 till 4 p.m. At the International Center. You can also register a friend of you if you bring their name and the fee for them. We also planned another webinar for next Monday, an introduction to German academic culture. On this website, you can also register for this event. It's a webinar, yeah. Next slide. There will be also a webinar on academic integrity and plagiarism. This is open to all students and no registration is required. And it's very important topic, so please take the time to join this webinar. I already mentioned another event taking place on Tuesday at 12 in person at the International Center about career planning for international students from my colleague, Ms. Rebecca Spengel from International Student Career Services. As a short piece of advice, if you're interested in building a career in Germany after your studies, don't start planning too late. Start as early as possible. And our International Student Career Services offers many events on this topic, and you will learn more at this event on next Tuesday. So in next week, there are also an information sessions for exchange students, Erasmus, and other non-degree students. This session mainly covers academic issues for non-degree students. If you are coming from partner university, you can join this session either in person at the International Center or online via Zoom. The Zoom link is also can be found on our website orientation program. Another very important webinar for exchange and Erasmus students will take place on Thursday next week. It's about course registration. You know that course registration at Kiel University can be quite challenging, and there are several platforms you have to use, and procedures differ from faculty to faculty. And yeah, for non-degree students, it can be particularly challenging to find courses and register for exams. So on Thursday at 10 a.m., you will learn how to do this. Yes, please remember that next Friday, April the 3rd, is a public holiday in Germany. There will be no events on that day. For those of you who are already in Kiel, all offices and supermarkets will be closed on this day. And there will be also a visit to the Kiel brewery. We have our own, Kiel has its own brewery. And everyone who would like to join a guided tour to this brewery on Saturday, April 4th, we have to inform brewery in advance about the group size, so please register for this as well on our website. Yeah, I mentioned our two tutors already. The experienced students who organize various events during the orientation program and excursions during this semester. One of them is Julia. She's here in the webinar, and Ali is the other tutor. So if you have questions that you don't want to ask us as a university staff, feel free to ask these tutors, student tutors instead. They can answer many questions from student to student. They have also their own email address, which you can find on the slide and on our website, and you will also meet them at many events like the coffee and campus tour, the brewery event, and the city tour, guided city tour. And during this semester, they will organize one-day excursions to different cities in northern Germany. Two of the planned excursions are to Lüneburg and to Wismar in May. These excursions cost 15 euros each, and the fee includes all entrance tickets, the guided tour, and lunch. But details about the excursions will be announced a bit later on our website. Okay, so to sum up the contact details, you can always find the website of the International Center, our address, and our open office hours every Wednesday from 1 till 3 p.m. If you have an urgent request, please feel free to send us an email or via phone. We will try to get back to you as quickly as possible. So this concludes the presentation from my side from the International Center, and we will now continue with our colleagues from the Studentenwerk, Johanna Usinger, Katharina Böcker, and Sofia Polidoro.
Hello to everyone. I will start my presentation, so give me a second. Du musst deine erst schließen, oder?
Ich muss mal auf Freigabe, Moment, stoppen. Ja.
Yeah, hello to everyone. I'm here today with my two colleagues, Katharina Böcker and Sophia Polidoro, and my name is Johanna Usinger, and we come from the institution Studentenwerk Schleswig-Holstein, which is an independent institution to the university. So we care for international students, and I will introduce you the Studentenwerk at first. And we are not only there with our services for you at the CAU Kiel, but also for all the other students that study on one of the universities in Schleswig-Holstein, so also in Flensburg, Lübeck, Heide, Österrönfeld, and the other universities which are located in Kiel. And we have different services for students. So each student pay 79 euros per semester to the Studentenwerk, and with this money we finance the services for you. We run the different mensas and canteens, cafeterias. So at the main campus of the University of Kiel, we have two big mensas. It's called Mensa 1 and Mensa 2. One of it, the Mensa 1, is near to the Audimax and the International Center, and the Mensa 2 is next to the library. So I think you will see us and find the buildings very easily. And there you can have a coffee, you can meet other students, you can have a break, and you can have your lunch there as well. So some meals have three prices, and if you take your student ID card and put some money on it and pay with it in the canteen, then you have the cheapest price, which is for students only. And each day we have one meal which is under 3 euros only for students. We have different meals, so you can decide. Some are with meat, or some are vegetarian or vegan, so you can choose whatever you like. Then we have different dormitories. So hopefully some of you already got the room in one of the dormitories of Studentenwerk Schleswig-Holstein. They are all near the campus, so you don't have a long way to the university and lessons. It's a good place also to meet other students from other countries and from Germany as well. You have a bit cheaper rent to pay than in a private room, and everything is included in the rent, so also the internet and energy costs and so on. In each dormitory, you also have people who organize events, so look out for that and find some posters and announcements. Most of the dormitories also have a WhatsApp group, so if you join it, you will get all the information what is going on inside the dormitory. Yeah. If you didn't get a room for the moment now in one of the dormitories, but if you are still interested, you can try to apply for it for the winter semester if you are here for more than one semester, and apply for it online. You find all the information on our website. We also have a department that cares for some time that you can spend besides your studies. So like art and culture workshops. You can, for example, do a workshop about acting or photographing or hand lettering. And we organize also some events like parties and so. So if you follow our on the social media, the Studentenwerk, then you can also get the information for that. Then we have an department which is working on a student loan for funding for students, but unfortunately, it's mostly for those who are grown up in Germany. So most of you cannot apply for it, but it is a part of the Studentenwerk, and you should have heard about it. And then we offer a big services in the Advice and Counseling Center. So that is the place where Katharina Böcker, Sophia Polidoro, and I are working and are from. So we are advisors. And are there for you if you need, if you have questions or need someone to talk, but I will explain more about it a bit later. And then we also have daycare centers for those students who have children. So if you're here with your children, you can apply for a place there. Or if you think about that your family will later move to Germany, yeah, you can apply for a place there. It's the time before they go to school in Germany. Yeah, we have different services for international students, especially. So it's the advice and counseling. We also have international tutors in the dormitory and a study buddy program, and all these three services we will introduce now to you. First is the Advice Student Life. It's Beratung studentisches Leben in German. So that means we can answer all the questions that are not directly concerning your studies, but your life here as a student in Germany. So it's about financing, about insurances, how can you find work or job here in Germany, what are the regulations, how to find a room, what if you start with a child? Is there some extra support? What if you have an illness? Where is more support for you then? And it can also be daily life questions, and maybe you don't know where to go with your questions, so you can always contact us, and we are very well connected with all the other advising centers of the campus, for example, with Arte Shagev and the International Center, but also other institutions. So we can answer your question, or we know who can answer your question. Yeah. So you can come to us, one-to-one talk if you want, but of course you can also write an email or phone us what you like. And we also have some presentations and events informing about financing studies or about how to live in Germany. That is also something that we offer. And for those students who are really in an emergency with their finances, please come to us and we will see who can help you with maybe some fundings. We think about situation, you're here, have a job, but then you get ill and lose your job and you don't know how to finance your life here. Then we would advise you through this time. Then I would give it to Katharina Böcker, which will introduce you to the psychological counseling.
Yes. Hi, my name is Katharina Böcker, and I am a psychologist and counselor. And I work at the Student Counseling Center, which is located close to the library and inside Mensa 2. Can you show more? Yeah. Okay, so now psychological counseling, what can you, which kind of issues can you come with? Clearly, student counseling, first we think about difficulties in school, procrastination, stress with exams. For some students also, the German academic system takes a while to adjust to. If that is the case for you, I encourage you to come as early as possible and not feel like you need to do it all on your own, because we have a lot of experience helping international students navigate the German academic system without constantly thinking oh, I should know this, or this is my fault that I don't know. It's complicated depending where you come from. So I encourage you, if you feel like this is giving you more stress than you're used to, or you feel like at my home country, it was always easy, and now, I'm encouraging difficulties that I haven't had before. Just come and, we will help you through this. Next one. Yeah. You can also come with personal things, problems in your relationship, problems with family that may have existed already for a longer time, or come because now you're here and they're there. So encourage you to come with that as well. If you come here, depending, maybe also it could be something that you've experienced already when you were in your home country or in other countries, but could also come because you're here now in Germany is maybe a little bit different. So if you feel like I'm unusually shy, or I don't know how to get in contact, self-esteem issues, who doesn't have them, feel free to contact us. if you experience more, like I'm saying, more severe psychological symptoms like that go towards depression or strong anxiety, no matter if they're new or have been there for a longer time, we're here for you. And yeah, right now, stressful life events, the geopolitical situation that is evolving as we speak, we will do our best to help you navigate that in a way that lets you access a little bit, lets you be a little bit more functional. I think this is something we're all struggling with at the moment, but I think it's also important to, share about this and come together and seek support. And same as Johanna said before, if you don't know exactly what's going on, but you feel like maybe I should talk to somebody, just get in touch. Next slide. Yes. So what do we offer? We offer psychological counseling. It's a short-term counseling because we have many students, many people who would like the services. So it is up to 5 sessions per year. They're completely free of charge. And also important, they're very confidential, meaning we're not talking to university, we're not talking to immigration about anything that you share with us. You can also come anonymously if you want, not even to give your name. In Kiel, we offer face-to-face counseling in English and German. In Flensburg, we also have a colleague who speaks Russian and French as well. She could do counseling via video if you feel more comfortable in Russian or French. And this is the contact information. There's an email and there's a telephone number. Everybody who answers the telephone is quite proficient in English, so feel free to call. And as I said, we're in the ground floor of Mensa 2, which is close to the library and the botanical garden.
Okay, yeah, thank you. I already mentioned it that if you live in one of our dormitories, there are also tutors. So in each dormitory is one person. Most of them are international students themselves, so they know how to start here as an international students and know about the questions you have, and they have the answers because they have the experience. So you can find the posters or information in your dormitory, who is responsible for you. And they are there to answer your daily life questions, beginning from where's the next supermarket or how can I do the laundry or something like that. They also organize events in your dormitory for especially you and also the other people that live there. So check out who is responsible for you in your dormitory. And then we also have a nice program. It's the Study Buddy program, and my colleague Sophia will show you what it is.
Yes, hello everyone. I'm Sophia. I'm myself an international student, and I'm responsible for the Study Buddy program. So what's the Study Buddy program? This program connects an international student with a local student according to same interests and hobbies so that they can spend time together, get to know each other. The international student has a contact point, so to say, so the local student is there for them in case they have any questions, in case they need help. And the German student, the local student can also benefit from it, learning about the culture of the international student, and so there is a cultural exchange between them. There are also events organized by me each month so that all the studying buddies can come together, get to know each other, and have a nice time. It's up to you and your studying buddy to decide what you do together, so and how often you see each other. There are no rules regarding this. So if you ask me why should I become a studying buddy, I think I've already mentioned several reasons, but I think it's a good opportunity to get to know the German culture better, and to make local friends. and also to expand your social network. How can you register in the study buddy program? You can either scan the QR code or visit our website, which you see on the slide. And you can also find different FAQs, so questions and answers, if you're wondering if you have more questions about the program, and you can also contact us on our email addresses, which you can find on the website. And I think also the next slide, yeah?
Mhm. Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you,
Okay, that's
Sophia.
from my side.
Mhm. Yeah, here you find our contact details. You find it also on our website. You find us on social media, so feel free to contact us. Yeah, we would like to meet you at campus. And maybe you saw it, sometimes the sun is shining towards my face, so you're very lucky that you come here in summer to Kiel, because we have long days. It's very a lot of light here, and we have to see. So yeah, we wish you a good time here in Kiel, and yeah, all the best for your studies.
Okay, nice. Thank you very much. Thank you, Johanna. Thank you, Katarina, and thank you, Sofia. So now we can hand over to Danilo Momot from the Student Union from ASTA, Allgemeiner Studierendenausschuss. So please, Danilo.
Hello, everyone. I'd like to welcome you to Kiel soon and to Kiel University. I'd like to introduce you to the ASTA today, which stands for Allgemeiner Studierendenausschuss in German, or Student Union in English. We are the elected student representation at Kiel University, and our job is to represent all students' interests, implement the decisions of the student parliament. We are the executive, and support you in your studies and everyday life as well. So in my presentation, I will go through several points, like what ASTA is, what ASTA does, our structure, departments, advising services, and our major projects in cooperation with other institutions, as well as German-wide, including the Kulturticket, Deutschland ticket, which was already talked about, quite expensive, so I'll just mention it briefly. Yeah. We see ourselves as a team working for students and with students. We develop solutions, negotiate with the university leadership and state politics, and make sure that your voices are heard. We also organize cultural and political events and provide individual help when you need it. Also, we work as a whiteboard for student projects, and we can advertise any projects that you want to be advertised. If it is like free of charge, takes place on the campus or in Kiel, and has a connection with the student life. So whenever you face any challenges, whether academic, financial, social, or personal, ASTA can be your central contact point. We are committed to diversity, equality, and student participation, and it means that we want to fight against discrimination in all its forms, like racism, sexism, or queerphobia. We bring socially relevant topics to the campus and organize protests. We also create spaces for students to actively shape university life. For example, in June, there is a major campus festival. I think it takes on the 7th of June, and there's lots of music, food, drinks, and other students to talk and experience, talk to and to experience the student life aside of studies and exams. So our work is organized into different referate or specialized departments. Some examples are the international department, like the one that I present, culture, sustainability, queer feminism, inclusion, family and campus, finance, infrastructure, press and public relations, and many more. Each department focuses on a specific issue and projects, so we can cover a wide range of student needs and interests. And also our team is constantly growing, so you can yes, stay in touch with us, and maybe once you're an experienced student, then you can also join the student union as a speaker. So, yep. ASTA also offers professional advising for students that is free of additional costs, and like Studentenwerk or any other group that is presented here. The cost for ASTA is already included in Semesterbeitrag, so you can partake in any of the services that we offer in cooperation with our partners at the uni and external partners. Some of the most important services are the general study counseling, BAföG and social counseling, legal advice and job tax consultation, counseling for international students specifically, support for students with disabilities, chronic illness, or with children. Also queer counseling support after experiences of violence, and much more. All of these are free, as I said. And besides the presentation and counseling, ASTA also organizes many events for students that include workshops, readings, film screenings, excursions, lectures, and much more. These are normally advertised on the Instagram account weekly, like around Thursday usually, and they're a great. They offer a great chance to meet other students, learn new things, and get involved with the student life at Kiel University. So make also sure to get in touch with the department of your interest, your faculty, like your Fachschaft, and check their current projects. Then ASTA is generally here to represent you, support you, and to empower you. And we're your voice at the university, a place for advice, and also a community for shaping campus life together. Our sessions are also open for all students, like for the university publics, and take place during lecture time, Thursdays at 6 p.m. So now we'll come finally to the Kulturticket or culture ticket. It is a cooperation between Theater Kiel and our students' committees at other universities, like at the art school and HAAW Kiel. It means that you can get free theater tickets starting 3 days before a performance. This includes opera, concerts, plays, almost everything at partner theaters in Kiel. So it is not only the main theater or opera theater in the city center, but also other theaters in other districts of Kiel. The only exceptions are like special events, being guest performances or the opera ball. You can pick up the tickets at the box office or online. Just show your student ID at the entrance. And for that, you also need to register once online before you book your tickets in the web shop. For that, they also have an instruction published. So it is co-funded by students, €1.90. So make sure you use it at least once. It is also nice to dress up and enjoy the city life with the other citizens, be not only the students. So Well, Deutschland semester ticket was talked about already. I don't want to confuse you with any further information. Just if you see any bus that doesn't have any private company's name, it means that you can use it. Also, remember that ferries in Kiel, in Hamburg, and in most of the cities are also public transportation. If you will be living at the east coast of Kiel, then it will be most likely your daily means of transport. And during Kieler Woche, the yearly city festival, a historic railway is also included. Yeah, here's a map of usual semester ticket that is restricted just to our federal land. Now you can use the public transportation in all over the Germany. But Kiel's or Schleswig-Holstein's semester ticket used to be one of the strongest ones. With that, you could even go up to Hamburg and I use the transportation there. So if you're reading here, then you will have to wait until April 1st to be able to use your semester ticket as well. It will be updated, or you have to order one online before the semester start, up until October 1st or April 1st. So now we'll go over to the final slide. To finish up, a quick note on how you can stay connected and find the right support during your studies. First, ASTA is always one of your central contact points, among other central contact points, of course. Whether you have questions, ideas, or problems, it is always nice to hear any opinion about student life. That gives an impression how we can improve and work on it, and also ideas for different projects. So we are also not the only one who supports you. The Studentenwerk Schleswig-Holstein is, among other things, is responsible for student housing, cafeterias, BAföG, social support. Another very important structure are Fachschaften. These are more specific student councils at the faculty level, so they're related to your subject area. And then they also organize introductory events like parties and academic support, including study organization and timetable creation. Those questions are sometimes quite specific depending on what you're studying. So to stay informed, please check the ASTA website and social media, follow your Fachschaft channels, and keep an eye on campus announcements. We also take a great use of the whiteboards at the Mensa, Mensa 1 specifically, and Mensa 2 as well. There is a big board of advertisements for different events and also accommodation offerings or seeking advertisements. So you could also use that as a student. You can also scan this QR code to access important links and stay up to date. I made sure to include a list of different Fachschaften as well as student groups where you can meet other people from Germany, from any other country. And of course, you can always contact us directly or just drop by our office. We have office times at the ASTA website of our info bureau. Also make sure to build your network earlier with the ASTA, with your Fachschaft and other student services. It will make your start at Kiel University in Germany much easier. So that would be all from my side. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Danilo. Very interesting. And so now we can hand over to our last presentation, but certainly not least, from Kultur Grenzenlos, and Bara Mamoun will present her presentation and her organization. So Bara, please.
Okay, hello everyone. I'm Bara Mamoun. I'm an international student as well, and I've been working since approximately 2 years as a student assistant from the International Center at the organization which I will introduce, Kultur Grenzenlos. So Kultur Grenzenlos translates in English to Cultures Without Borders, and it's an intercultural encounter project that has been existing in Kiel for more than 10 years, been working with the university and especially the International Center in very close cooperation. And with us, it's all about cultural events and encounters. So yeah, we offer intercultural encounters through our various projects, which I'm going to introduce you to. And in our events, you get to spend free time together, know new people, and have a peer-to-peer dialogue. The events are very diverse, and there are always new ideas. The projects themselves are very dynamic. So an old project ends, a new project starts, but the idea stays the same to encourage intercultural encounters. All our events are for free of charge, and mostly they do not require registration. Some of them do require registration. Our group is open, like everyone can join, locals and internationals, but especially for internationals, it's a great opportunity to find connections, to spend free time, and to form a network in Kiel. Yeah, so starting with our very first project and the oldest, this is the Tandem project, and the idea is to include people through friendship. A tandem couple is formed with two people, one person with or without refugee or migration experience. So one person is a local and the other person has refugee or migration experience. Tandems are joined according to common interests and personalities. So yeah, they get to spend free time together, and the process is quite simple. On our website, you find the link, you register, and you get invited by the team to a get to know each other meeting, and then you would be matched with the suitable tandem. And both tandems will be invited to a get to know each other meeting, and if everything goes well, then they form a tandem. Yeah, then they are given a card which shows that they're tandems, and they get reduced prices and special offers in special cafes or theaters in Kiel. Yeah, the tandem team themselves offer events to enhance the connection between the tandems, such as tandem cafes from time to time, where people just get to play card games or workshops. And as I said, we have many partners in Kiel, in many cafes and many shops where the tandems also get reduced prices. On the right side are photos from tandems. So the two ladies, and down on the right corner, this is, I would say, one of the oldest tandems. There have been tandems for like around 8 years. And in the middle is an example of a tandem cafe, which took place in one of the cafes in Kiel. Yeah. And next to our next project, which is where I am working and where my most tasks are. This is KGL on campus. KGL is like the abbreviation of Kultur Grenzenlos, the name of the organization. So for many years, it's been a cooperation between the International Center at the CAU, at the Kiel University, and Kultur Grenzenlos. So our main group are international students, namely you, and we get to represent the interests of students with or without refugee and migration backgrounds. We offer two main events, two regular main events, which are the International Women's Cafe and the International Language Cafe. Both of them take place once a month. And the International Women's Cafe is a safe space for women where creative ideas are made true. On the right-hand side of the presentation is one example of one of the women cafes where we got to decorate some autumn wreaths to that together. And yeah, so it's about creativity, get to know each other, get to talk, and make friendships. It's a safe space for women. And on the left-hand side is an example of the International Language Cafe, where all languages are welcome. A topic is chosen for the cafe, and people get to talk about it in every wished language that is available on that day. So people get divided to tables, and each table speaks about that topic in their wished language. There is always a good mixture of many languages. Yeah, Kultur Grenzenlos is also a registered university association at the university, and we also have a special event, which is a collaborative seminar with the Center of Key Skills at the university, which is called Intercultural Learning in Local Projects. Students register to this course and they get credit hours for it. They get to know how to work in culturally diverse teams, and they get the opportunity to implement an idea in form of a project. So they get the theory part at the university and they come to Kultur Grenzenlos to implement the practical part, which is to host an event. There are different types of events that has been hosted in the past, like Cultures in Colors, which is like a traditional evening, or Dumplings Diplomat, which is like a cooking event where dumplings were cooked from in different ways from around the world. Yeah, so that's about KGL on campus. And to the next project, one of the biggest projects is the Ideen Cafe. Starting from May, it's going to be implemented in another name, but the idea stays the same. The main idea is that people come with their idea, they have an event, they have a project they want to implement, they sit with the team, discuss their idea with them, and then the team shows and looks how could this idea be implemented in the best way. So thanks to this, we have many events that are now regularly taking place, like yoga, table tennis, Pilates from time to time, volleyball in summer. And all of those were just ideas that people had discussed it with the team, and the team showed how it would be possible in terms of logistics, materials, places, and support from the team. So it's currently run by volunteers until May. And you get to create your own intercultural workshops and events. It could be sport, outings, arts, music, and much more. So it's just a space for your ideas and a way to make them true. On the right-hand side is a variety of the events that has been organized in the past. Yeah. And last but not least, to the newest project, COCO, or Cooking Connects, as the name implements, it's about cooking. So again, two people form a cooking couple. One person is with refugee or migration background, and the other person is a local. And they get to, first of all, get to know each other, and then talk about their favorite dishes, personal stories, and cultural backgrounds in form of a video podcast. So they exchange ideas and stories about the dishes and about their cultures and about the stories that are behind those dishes in form of a video podcast that gets published on Spotify and YouTube. And following this podcast, they get to cook the dishes they talked about in form of an open event. So everyone gets to join the event and gets to enjoy the food that has been cooked in different ways. Yeah, so as I said, all of the events are open for everyone from Kiel and its surroundings, and they are for free. So when you join the events, you get to know new people in Kiel, and when you decide to organize an event through the seminar with the university or the Ideen Cafe, then you also get practical experience and get to implement your own ideas. And at the end of the day, you break down the prejudices and promote intercultural encounters. So yeah, we're looking forward to see you around in one of the events. If you're interested, on the upper right side of the presentation is a QR code for Instagram, where we're most active. You get informed about the events. For the international cafes, for example, as an international student, you get an email in your Stumail, so just keep an eye on it. And we have also Facebook platforms and a website where we have our event calendar. So every event is listed with the necessary information about it. Yeah, so this is the team of Kultur Grenzenlos, very open and welcoming for you, and thank you for your interest.
Thank you very much, Bara. Yeah, the events of Kultur Grenzenlos are very good, and I was also part of this of the events as a participant, and I can recommend you to join it because it's a good possibility and opportunity to get to know each other, other students and locals of Kiel. So yeah. Now we are at the end of our presentations. Thank you to all of our speakers. I will now stop the recording. Just a second.